Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah of Torah. This year is entitled Taking the Galuth Jew out of the Israeli Jew. We learned that according to Yaakov Kamenetsky, the Jews were given some level of hope when they were in Egypt. Every Shabbat they read Megillot. That's from the Medrash itself. Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky says the Megillot were Tehillim, an Eov, works of Moshe Rabbeinu that gave them some hope that we keep struggling and somehow persevere. We're going to survive, and eventually the tzaddikim will be on the right side of history and their Shalom will go under. And just keep waiting around. Eventually it's going to work out. And Baruch Hashem, the Jew has unbelievable faith, despite the greatest horrors. Between the one Mikdash and the other Mikdash, we had faith we're going to have another salvation. The second Mikdash was destroyed, and 2,000 years go by, waiting around, davening every day. We're going to come home again. And we're going to have Yerushalayim, we're going to have the Mikdash again. So the Jews are so faithful that there's going to be a redemption, and that's beautiful. But I think there should be a transition. The faithful Jew and the Galuth were just trying to lay low and hope for better times. So it kept us going. But now that we're back home again, we have sovereignty. It's not complete sovereignty, but some level of sovereignty. We have to take the Galuth Jew out of the Israeli Jew, where we should be concerned and be practical and pragmatic when dealing with the Goyim, the Gentiles, in the Mideast and around the world, for sure. But that's always at our forefront. We cannot just can't start with the Goyim. Can't start with the Goyim. You can't start it. You can't incite them in any way. Where sometimes just repeated to an extreme. Almost sounds like 70 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, the same talk when we were homeless and we were totally subjected to the whims of whatever leader was the leader of the country we're in, Poland, Vilna, Germany, France, wherever we were. I just lay low, be careful. I understand you have to be careful because they can do anything they want to you, to the Jew. But when our own land, we have some level of sovereignty, a million times more than we've had over 2,000 years. And just a first reaction to any move, any conquest, any sign of taking sovereignty in another area of land, or going up to Temple Mount without the halachic shilas. I'm not talking about that, but just the idea that, we're going to incite the Goyim. That's the first reaction. That should be a concern. We should be pragmatic and weigh that into all of our options. And make sure we don't do anything foolish. But sometimes I feel any new move, don't incite the Goyim. The same language that we've had for 2,000 years when we were just laying low and hoping to survive to get to better days, some of our holy brothers still speak the same way, the same language. In my opinion, it's one thing we're on your list of concerns about moving forward and taking control of different areas of Israel. One of the issues is, will this be inciting or not? That's something to look into, but it should not be the primary concern. Maybe in Galuth, in exile, that should have been high up on the list. But Baruch Hashem, the Israeli Jew who's home and following Torah mitzvot more than we've ever had before, should hopefully not be shackled by that psychological fear. Practical concern, yes, but a psychological fear of the Goyim, Baruch Hashem, those days should be behind us. And we have to move to being strong, proud Jews living at home in our sovereign country. Shalom.